All right, welcome back to Lions franchise on Madden 24. Looking to probably record a few in a row here. That way I can get caught up on just having videos to put out and not having to record them every single day. But we're taking on the Carolina Panthers. They're 9-2. We're looking to get back to 500. We won against the Jets last week, but they had only won one game all year, so much tougher opponent in Carolina. We are a higher overall than them, but they do really well in simulation. We've got a breakout linebacker challenge, and it's Nick Mullins. And unfortunately, I don't know that he's really going to play much with Aiden Hutchinson back in the lineup. He's probably going to go back to playing linebacker instead of. I mean, he was playing a lot of defensive end with Aiden Hutchinson out in the last game, so. Panthers have plus 10 break tackle play record. And so do we, so. Do our weekly strategy here. Just played the Panthers, not. I don't want to do throw it short, I want to do throw it deep. Just played the Panthers in my Malik Cunningham franchise, and we were able to win that game because we knocked Bryce Young out of the game with an injury, and Matt Corral had to come into the game. So. Probably not going to have a similar situation this week. We're probably going to get, what are these routes? Probably going to get a full game of Bryce Young. As we threw an interception. And I think Amon-Ra St. Brown just ran the wrong route. Because I thought he was going to go outside on that play. Clarence Trapp with a catch. We're down to 35 seconds, but we have bronze now. Got it to Gabe Davis. Clarence Trapp with another catch. Gabe Davis with a pretty close catch there. That one's intercepted, and we're not going to get gold. So we're going to restart. I'm looking to get gold every time here, so. I would have thought about restarting there, but just the first two. We're going to restart. We had a really bad start to that one, so. And now everybody's down the field. And nobody's open. Clarence Trapp gets it into the end zone. St. Brown can't make the catch. I really prefer when they give you the short routes. And you can use that to get the multiplier up. Knocked down. Don't think we could even get gold now. Not a lot of time left. Yeah, we can't get gold on this. We're gonna probably have to restart. Only got bronze. We're looking to get gold so we can possibly get a dev trade upgrade. Pretty sure Gabriel Barkley only has normal development, so would like to get him to star development. Got the multiplier up to +5 now. That'll be +6. Times 6, I mean. Get it out to St. Brown again. Gets down to about 3. It's going to give us silver. Times 9 on the multiplier now. Gets us really, really close here to gold, but that one's intercepted. Might still be able to get gold here. And we just barely get it by 66 points. And we don't get a dev trade upgrade, but we do get some decent experience. So we do get some extra experience in the practice simulation from him being a focus player as well. So doesn't look like we have any injuries. Do have a couple of upgrades here. Aiden Hutchinson's got an upgrade. We're going to go run stopper. Try to get his block shedding up. Play rec and tackle. No block shedding. Go hybrid on Kirby Joseph. Man coverage, tackle zone. He's an X factor. I mean, he's pretty good. So Terrell Germain has an upgrade. He's got an abdominal tear. He'll be back next week. Gabriel Barkley has an upgrade. We're going to go scrambler. And he gets break sack, throw accuracy short, and throw under pressure. His throw accuracy short's pretty good. It's playing up to an 89. I'd like to get that medium accuracy up. One Chambers. Go power. He's not a great player, but I mean, he does okay. Only a 72 overall. He could still develop a little bit, but we could look at the playoff. We'll go ahead and look at the playoff picture here. Panthers #1. Win over them would be huge. Cowboys, and then the Vikings, Seahawks, Giants. The Packers are #6, and the Eagles are #7. So if the Packers are number 6 and they've only won one game more than us, we just need to keep winning. Would like to win out on the season. We would definitely make the playoffs then. But it's going to be a home game for us. And Ray Clayton is over 2,000 yards on the season. Has over 100 catches. He was injured at the end of the last game on one of the very final plays running the ball, but it wasn't anything serious. He will be healthy for this game. I like that it shows Hendon Hooker out there as one of the main players running out with the team, and then once they start running onto the field, it's like Gabriel Barkley's in the front. Hendon Hooker had a big play in the last game. He had a fake field goal run in for a touchdown. Pretty much sealed the game for us, but we don't really want Hendon Hooker playing. We want the rookie playing. He's, I don't know if he's already a higher overall than Hendon Hooker, but if he's not, he's really close to it. So he's also much younger than Hendon Hooker. So he's going to have a lot more time to develop. 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in the last game. 27 touchdowns, 16 interceptions on the year. Already thrown for 3,000 yards. Gonna check it down to Jahmyr Gibbs here. He only gets 2. And he might get a wide open running lane on this play. He breaks a tackle. He got 6. Third and 2. We're going to try to run for the first down. Barkley handed off to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he got really close. 4th and 1. They want us to punt the ball. I want to go fullback dive. They got a lot of guys up close to the line here. We're going to hand it off to the fullback, and I think he got the first down. Clock's running. He got the first down. Was really close there. Closer than I would have liked it to be, but we do get the first down. We're going to hand it off to Gibbs again. He's going to get 9. He had 26 rushes for 134 yards last week. Did not have a touchdown. He's going to pick up a first down here, Gibbs. Already 4 rushes for 20 yards. I'm going to look to throw the ball now. Going to throw it out to Gibbs. He gets a big gain and gets out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That's 2 for 2 for 41 yards for Gabriel Barkley already. I'm going to throw it out to Ray Clayton here. He drops the ball. A rare drop from Ray Clayton. We're going to look to get it to him again. He does catch it that time. Only gets 5. We're going to bring up a third and a little more manageable. Going to throw it out to Jahmyr Gibbs. He really wasn't open there. We're going to settle for 3. Kick is good. Riley Patterson with the field goal. Bryce Young coming out. 19 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. 2,400 yards on this season. We're going to look to get some pressure on him today. They're going to hand it off. They get nothing. They still have Miles Sanders as their running back. Bryce Young getting out of the pocket there. And that's a catch right along the sideline. Handed off to Miles Sanders again. He had 18 rushes for 69 yards last week. And Aiden Hutchinson's back in the lineup today. McPhee with the pass break up there. And Bryce Young gets away from the pressure and just lofts it over the middle there to Hardman and gets the first down. Kind of a low pass there. Bryce Young, receiver, had to dive for it a little bit. Unable to complete it. And the other way we can get the upgrade for Nick Mullins is to hold them under 250 yards. Don't know that that's going to happen, but I don't think he's going to see the field much, so it's going to have to be the way we upgrade him if we do. They're going to settle for 3 after the incomplete pass. They get the field goal, and the game is tied at 3. Carlson is their kicker. He's going to kick it off now. I think we're going to try to run this one back. Just haven't had the block. Last week, Jahmyr Gibbs, as I said before, had a big game. Going to try to get him a big game again this week. Going to hand it off up the middle. He's going to get about 4. Can't be too mad at that. Positive gain on first down is always nice. Going to run behind Ray Clayton out of the backfield here. Going to get about 5. Going to run it again with Jahmyr Gibbs. Just try to pick up the yard we need for a first down here. Looks like that's about all he's going to get. Does get the first down. Would have liked some more play action plays there, but there weren't really any there that I wanted to run. As Jahmyr Gibbs gets another 6 yards. And I think we're going to go with a screen this time. As Jahmyr Gibbs is in the zone. Has to go back to make the catch, but gets big yards after the catch. Down to the 47. It's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, but we're going to get another play in here. Barkley throws it out to Clarence Trapp, who gets a first down to the 24. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's tied 3-3. We have a big advantage in yards. I mean, we've had the ball twice. They've only had the ball once. I think we're going to go play action here. And the pressure was there immediately. Ray Clayton would have been open, but we couldn't get it to him. And I think we're going to go play action again. Hopefully the blocking holds up this time. Barkley going to throw it out to Ray Clayton. That's picked off. J.C. Horn at the 9-yard line. Just jumped in front of that ball. And we turned it over for the first time today. Hopefully the only time today. As Bryce Young is going to get sacked by Nick Mullins. That's not going to get him the dev trade upgrade, though, because that was only a half a sack. Only a half a sack for Nick Mullins. They're going to run the ball. They don't get much. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 15. Hopefully we can stop them here and force a punt. They're just going to run the ball again. They're content with just punting this out of their own end zone. And I think we're going to try to block this here. If I would have taken a better angle, I couldn't see with that camera angle there. I didn't want to run into him I didn't want to run into him after he punted it. So we will get the ball with pretty good field position here. And we're going to throw it out to Jahmyr Gibbs, but that's out of bounds. It's a poor accuracy throw. We're lucky our defense really held up after we threw that interception. We can go screen here, try to pick up the 6 yards we need for a first down. I'm pretty balanced today, same amount of runs as we've had passes. Stopped short, 4th and 2. They want us to go for it, and I'm all for it. They got a lot of guys in the box here. I think we're going to audible this. Was going to run the ball, but we're going to pass it here. And Jahmyr Gibbs can't get the completion. And we turn it over on downs. Probably should have looked to throw that to Ray Clayton. He was probably going to get open. As Bryce Young just barely gets the ball away. We've pressured him quite a bit today. That's really what the game plan is, bring a lot of pressure. Force him to make quick decisions. Hit him as he was throwing it there. And there's another sack. Did not see who that was this time. They're going to punt the ball on 4th and 26. Might give us pretty good field position. Going to get it up to the 40. Not too bad. Pretty low scoring game so far here. As Jahmyr Gibbs is able to pick up a first down. We're going to go no huddle. And we're going to run it with him again. He gets 3. I think we're going to run again. More of an inside zone this time. He gets tackled from behind. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. We're not really into field goal range yet here. As we throw it out to Jahmyr Gibbs and it's knocked down. 4th and 7. They want us to punt. I want to go for it. Our defense has played well today. I believe in them if we don't get this. But we get it down to Ray Clayton. On 4th down, just throw it up to Ray Clayton, our big tight end. Going to hand it off to Jahmyr Gibbs here. He's going to get it down to the 1. And I think we're going to throw the ball here just to get Gabriel Barkley another touchdown. If he can win Rookie of the Year, and he's just going to run it in. If he can win Rookie of the Year, he'll go up a dev trait. So, like to get him as many touchdowns as we can. Hopefully he hasn't already had too many interceptions. But, I mean, he has more touchdowns than he has interceptions. So. May have just missed too many games. I don't know. Hopefully he's at least in the run. So we're up 10-3 now. Thinking that was Ed Oliver on that last sack because he's in the zone now. Big hit there. Bryce Young, 3 for 8 for 41 yards. They're going to audible here. And just hand it off. Brings up a 3rd and 1. So they probably just going to take, they're just going to take this to the 2-minute warning. If we stop them here and the clock's still running, we might think about calling a timeout so we can get the ball back. But they're going to pick up the first down, so don't have to worry about that yet. Hopefully we can keep them out of the end zone. So they get another completion. They're going no huddle here. Oliver is out of the zone now. It's another completion and another first down for Bryce Young. There's a drop. Clock will stop though. Jack Campbell going to blitz here. There's another drop. defensive player may have gotten his hands on that one a little bit. Was thrown into a little bit of traffic there. Ed Oliver chasing Bryce Young. He gets it away. And they're going to have another first down. And get out of bounds. They've thrown the ball quite a bit more than they've run it today. So there's another first down. Clock is running. They have all of their timeouts. They're going to run it all the way down to 24 seconds. Not take a timeout. That might have been a mistake. They're going to get a completion, but now they got to have a timeout. That's a drop, as there's only 12 seconds left in the half here. Even if we get the ball back, we're not going to have any time to do anything with it. Not in the first half anyway. That's a incompletion. Thought he was going to catch it right at the goal line, but we're able to knock it out. Now it's 3rd and goal. Have to wonder if they would go for it on 4th and goal as he just chucks it out of the end zone with the pressure coming, and they're going to kick the field goal. And we were able to hold them to 3. We're going to have a lead going into halftime, as we have not allowed them to score a touchdown yet. 4 seconds. Not really any time to do anything with the ball. We're going to let this bounce through the end zone. I would like to try and throw this. Maybe end up getting somebody open and just try to get a pass interference, but it's incomplete. It's going to take us to the half. Minnesota versus Chicago. Minnesota gets the win here. Oh no, that game's already over. That's means with a win that would put us above Chicago in the division. We would no longer be tied for last. We would be ahead of Chicago with a win. Fortunately, that would still put us below Minnesota. We need Minnesota to lose at some point down the stretch here. Of course, if they don't, I mean, there's other teams that could lose. I do think I'll have to look at the schedule again, but we might play Minnesota one more time, as we're going to go through it deep again. And I think we're going to defend the short pass, as Carolina gets the ball to start the second half. And Ed Oliver is a superstar X Factor. I think Aiden Hutchinson is too. And then Wallace is also a superstar X Factor. But you can only have so many activated on your team, so Kirby Joseph is the other one on the defense, as we're able to knock that ball away and bring up a 4th and 2. I mean, we've really got a great defensive line, but sometimes they don't play like it. They've definitely played like it today. 700 yards on the season for Jahmyr Gibbs. Only 1 touchdown. We've been passing a lot when we get down to the goal line, so. As I was looking down the field, and we're going to get sacked. I don't know what we do here. I'm not seeing any plays that I like. Gabriel Barkley out to St. Brown. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Big gain there. As we can probably just look to. They're going to challenge this play. And it's upheld. When do they ever challenge and they actually win the challenge? I don't know that I've ever seen the CPU win the challenge. As Gibbs gets away from the crowd there and breaks it all the way down the field for a touchdown. Probably his biggest run of the season. We're going to take a 17-6 lead. Only a 44-second drive. Just a couple of plays, and we were really just looking to pick up a 1st down there. But Gibbs taking it all the way to the end zone. Can't complain about that. That was a great play by Jahmyr Gibbs. So, pass knocked out again. Oh, excuse me there. Had to sneeze there. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Going to throw it way down the field. That's going to be a completion. And that's going to be a touchdown. Absolutely got lost in coverage. Michael Thomas with the touchdown. They're going to go for 2. Try to make it a field goal game. Looks like they might be trying. They're going to throw the ball. It's knocked out. They don't get the 2. So they have 173 total. We'd really have to shut them down the rest of the game in order to complete our development challenge for Nick Mullins, because I just don't think he's going to see the field enough to get another, at least a half a sack. I don't think he's had a tackle for loss. Going to run it. We're going to go no huddle and go play action here. Ray Clayton is open. He was kind of open. The defender caught up to him. What do we want to do here? Let's go 4 verticals. And depending on what the safety does is going to depend on who I throw it to. But we're going to try to get it to Ray Clayton. Really bad pass there. And we're going to punt the ball. Not a good drive. Kind of outkicked the coverage on that one. Michael Thomas has he had the one big catch. He's had a few, but he had that last one where the defender just got away. Tried to intercept it. Probably should have just tried to knock it down. Bryce Young getting pressured now, throws it away. He's thrown the ball away several times today. Go mid blitz here. And that's going to be intercepted by McPhee. Brings it all the way back for a pick six. Jaden McPhee. He had a good game last week. It's the first turnover of the game for Carolina. And we're back up by 12. 24-12. Don't think they would go for two again if they got a touchdown. Really wouldn't help them any. Tariq Wallace just pushing the defender out of the way. Bryce Young still able to get the ball away, but not able to complete the pass. They're going to hand it off. Miles Sanders not able to find too much space. 8 rushes today for 14 yards. They really haven't stuck too much with the run. Probably because it's not working very well. Ed Oliver chasing Bryce Young. Hit him as he throws. And that pass came out wobbling. Did not go where he wanted to throw it. So incomplete. They're going to punt the ball again. Ballard with a decent return. Gabriel Barkley will come back out onto the field. Going to throw it underneath to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it looks like he got hit out of bounds. It's going to be a penalty. Unnecessary roughness is going to give us an extra 15 yards. Going to throw it down the field to Gabe Davis. He gets it down to the 10. Don't have a passing touchdown yet today, it says. I guess we don't. That's going to be intercepted. I don't know how many times I've thrown that pass out in the flat to Jahmyr Gibbs and it just gets intercepted. Nobody can catch up to Drake Jackson, the left end. I don't know how a running back can't catch up to the left end. That doesn't make any sense. He cannot possibly be fast enough that Jahmyr Gibbs can't catch up to him. We're going to take a 24-19. We're going to they're going to cut the lead to 24-19. That's a decent return out to the 24. And I just Just looking to check it down on the play where we threw the interception there. Just can't get it. Gibbs with a big catch down to the 34. A great throw from Gabriel Barkley there. Going to throw it out to Ray Clayton. He's wide open. Gets down the field to the 13-yard line. Going to get sacked for a loss of 5. We're going to go no huddle. We're actually going to run the same play again. Incomplete. A field goal here would put us up by 8. Really don't want to kick a field goal here, but if they hold us to it, we will. And that wasn't really where I was hoping that ball would be. They're going to hold us to a field goal. Take a 27-19 lead. They can tie the game now with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A lot of time left in this game. Still the third quarter. It's been a wild third quarter. Might record an episode of Browns Franchise later. If you're not watching Browns Franchise. We've got a rookie quarterback who is not a scrambler, and we started the season 0-7 and have won a couple in a row, but basically one more loss would take us out of them in any kind of wild card picture. So we'd have to win out, as I keep saying, but I don't think that's going to happen. We could win out and still miss the playoffs. So, Browns Franchise, if you're not watching that. We also have Malik Cunningham Franchise, where we're on the Patriots with Malik Cunningham. He just recently signed with the Ravens in real life. He's one of their backups now. Was really hoping he would get a chance with the Patriots with all the terrible play that they've had. But he really hasn't gotten any opportunities. He looked pretty good in the preseason. We're going to let this one bounce and hope it goes into the end zone. It didn't. It's down at the 1. Okay, well, that's my mistake. I definitely thought the ball was going to bounce a little bit harder than that and go into the end zone. But, it did not. And now we're just looking to avoid a safety. And it's all running plays in the coach suggestions. But I think we're going to run out the rest of the third quarter. Don't think we're going to snap the ball here. As we're at the 1-yard line. We've had more passing yards than them today. Had far more rushing yards. Had the one very long play by Jahmyr Gibbs. Going to run it with him again here. Doesn't get anything, and now it's 3rd and 10. And we could just run the ball and punt, but would like to try to pick up a first down. Don't want to just give up and punt the ball. Don't want to take a safety either. Going to throw the ball out to Gabe Davis. He gets out of bounds. He picks up 28 yards. And now we can look to run the ball a little more. Run some clock here. 2 catches for 55 yards from Gabe Davis. 142 yards rushing today for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's really our every down back. Our other running backs don't even really see the field, so. He has plenty of stamina to stay out there pretty much the whole time. If we had a power back, if we had another power back, I mean, we could look to get another running back involved, but. And they have the number 1 rushing defense. And we are just. I mean, we've run the ball pretty well today, so. Just running it down their throats at times. 151 yards rushing. And we haven't run the ball well this year. I think there was a point. There might have been a point when Jahmyr Gibbs was injured. He's been injured a lot. He was injured part of last season. I don't know how much he's been injured this season. I don't remember. It's actually been a while since I've played Lions franchise, so. I'm going to go play action, throw it out to Ray Clayton. He gets it down to the 21-yard line. 300 yards passing today for Gabriel Barkley, but no touchdowns. Gonna get away from a tackle, but does end up being sacked. Gonna go no huddle here. Throw it out to Ray Clayton. He gets the first down. Has thrown 2 interceptions today and no touchdowns. Let's see if we can change that here. I'm gonna throw it out to Ray Clayton. That's intercepted. J.C. Horn again. Couldn't get the ball into the back of the end zone. They're down 8. They have the ball. They've got to go 95 yards and get a 2-point conversion here. That's a drop. Bryce Young is 12 for 32 today. And just check it down and only get 3 there. Michael Thomas has over 100 yards, but he had probably 70 or 80 on one play. That's going to be a safety. It's going to put us up by 2 scores. And we're going to get the ball back. And they're going to kick the safety punt out of bounds. It's going to be a penalty. That's going to give us good field position here. It's actually going to give us the ball at the 50-yard line. We're going to look to run and take some time off the clock here. Jahmyr Gibbs is finally down. Only picks up 2. I wouldn't mind going read option here. Don't think Gabriel Barkley's had many opportunities to run the ball today. We're not going to snap this ball until we have to here. Gonna run it under 5 seconds. No read option. Gabriel Barkley has a lane. He picks up a first down, but Gabriel Barkley is hurt. And I'm pretty sure he does have F injury. We're going to take a look at him over on the sideline. Hopefully it's not too serious. So we hand it off to Jahmyr Gibbs. He has a pulled hamstring. He is able to return. We're gonna leave in Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker can finish out this game. He's gonna throw it out to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Breaks a tackle. That's a 19-yard gain down to the 14-yard line. So handoff to Gibbs. He's going to get 3. Pretty much any score here would put the game away. Even a field goal, they'd have to get 2 touchdowns. If we kicked a field goal here, they could win with 2 touchdowns. But I think we're going to run this down to the 2-minute warning. And we're probably going to end up running the ball. I really don't want to throw it here and end up getting picked off. Yeah, now they're suggesting that we run the ball. If we get the first down here, looks like we do get the first down, but not the touchdown. And gonna run it again with Gibbs. He's not gonna get there. They're gonna take another timeout. We can't run out the clock because they are using their timeouts now. But we do get it into the end zone with Gibbs, his second touchdown of the game. And I'm going to go for 2 here just because I can. Roll out Hendon Hooker here. And he's going to get into the end zone for the 2. And Hendon Hooker is a good backup. We did re-sign him. I like having Hendon Hooker as the backup. I like being able to utilize him on those fake field goals. I don't know how long we're going to be able to keep him. I think we have him re-signed for a while. But, I mean, how valuable is a backup quarterback? Are we really going to need him? I mean, Gabriel Barkley is pretty prone to injuries, but I mean, is Hendon Hooker worth possibly trading? And maybe getting back draft picks or maybe another good player that can really help us. I mean, we'll see in the off season, but as Bryce Young goes down, Ed Oliver, I think, had the tackle there. We're not going to take a knee here. He actually fumbled the ball. It wouldn't have mattered much anyway because it was 4th down, but we get the ball closer to the end zone here. I'm going to try to get Jahmyr Gibbs another touchdown. He only had one on this season before today, so at least rushing. I think he's had a few receiving touchdowns. He's gonna bounce off the tackle and just gonna bring up a 4th and 1. And he doesn't get there. So, I mean, we don't get Jahmyr Gibbs an extra touchdown, but now the Panthers have to go 96 yards and they're down multiple scores. So, almost sacked for another safety. Bryce Young has thrown the ball away a lot today. He's also had a lot of drops from his receivers. I don't think they really have the best receivers. That one's going to be knocked down by McPhee. He's been quiet since he had that pick 6. Bryce Young. Oh, that is an interception. Brian Branch bringing it all the way down to the 1. Was looking to get into the end zone. Maybe we can get another touchdown here for Jahmyr Gibbs. Gonna hand it off. He's gonna take it into the end zone. It's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. I'm going for 2. I want to rub it in the Panthers' face. That was dropped. That was dropped. I think. Yes. So we would have 45, right? We're going to squib kick this. Wasn't much of a squib kick. Bryce Young looking to throw. He's going to take off and throw it out of bounds. There's only 7 seconds left in this game now. Up 43-19. And this game really just changed after that safety that put us up by 10 points. He throws it out of bounds again. I don't know if he's just throwing the ball inaccurately or if he's just... I don't know what he thinks he's doing. Madden AI, I guess. But I mean, it's on all Madden, but they still get like brain dead at the end of the game. So. 13 for 42 today. And he was hit a lot. He did have some drops from his receivers. We're going to win 43-19. Check out the stats here. Gabriel Barkley, 16-30. 3 interceptions, no touchdowns. Didn't really have a great game. He had the yards, but he had the interceptions too. Bryce Young, 13-42 for 185. 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Had a long as 73. Hendon Hooker just had the 1 completion. He came in the game late. Jahmyr Gibbs, 33 runs for 181 yards, 3 touchdowns. Had that long as 71. Miles Sanders didn't do much. Averaged 3.2 yards per carry. Gabriel Barkley really just had the 1 read option play. And had a rushing touchdown. That was when we rolled out on that play where nobody was open. So he should be back for the next game. See how many drops the Panthers had. Had 3 drops from Michael Thomas. Their rookie tight end had 2 drops. Miles Sanders had a drop. And then McCall Hardman had 4 drops. And Jonathan Mingo had a drop. He did not have a catch. When you look at who's playing, not really surprising. We just had 1 drop from late Ray Clayton. Jahmyr Gibbs had a long 42. He had 103 receiving yards on 5 catches today, in addition to all the rushing yards he had. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 48, 55 from Gabe Davis. Clarence Trapp had a catch. Ray Clayton had 113 yards. We didn't have any passing touchdowns. A few tackles for loss. Nick Mullins did have a tackle for loss, so he should be upgraded. I think he's normal dev. I think he's just gonna get up to star. Wallace had a sack and a half. Campbell had a sack. Ed Oliver had a sack. Nick Mullins had the other half. Brian Branch with the interception at the end. Jaden McPhee with the pick 6. Forced fumble by Jack Campbell that was recovered by Ed Oliver. I think that was the same thing that happened in the last game, that Jack Campbell forced the ball out and Ed Oliver recovered it. So we're going to get to 500 here. I think we'll just go accuracy for Riley Patterson. His kick accuracy goes up by 2. His kick accuracy is 98. His kick power is 97. He's good, but it would be nice if he had a higher dev trade and got some of those abilities as a kicker, which are really good when you have a kicker. He's happy with his performance. He's got star dev. Hopefully he keeps it into after the off season. Would absolutely suck to get star dev and then lose it immediately. We're gonna skip this. We've stolen the Panthers' momentum, and all players will have plus 10 break tackle, play rec, and tackle in the next game. And our entire team gets some experience. Taking on Tampa Bay next week. They're 5-7. This is a very winnable game. We're now ahead of the Bears in the division, but still behind the Vikings and the Packers. The Packers are the last seed in the playoffs. We take on the Vikings in week 16, so that's a big game. But we'll have the Buccaneers next week, and that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.